Okay, so we got the Powermax. Specifically, this one is the PM4-55LK. This charger here is what I'm going to use to charge up lithium banks. So there's a lot of different chargers you can buy from Noco, different audio companies. I chose the Powermax. They're reasonably priced. I like the fact that it has the 3-stage option, but you can also flip the little switch right here, go to fixed output, and you can change your charging voltage from 13, well, it's actually 13.1 volts all the way up to 16.5 volts. And I've verified that by taking my meter, going off the positive and negative here, and making sure that's the actual voltage you can get. You have 4 gauge that you can connect right into the supply itself. I mean, it's pretty basic to use. You got your cooling fan on the back. Plug it into the wall. Connect your positive and negative leads out to your battery bank. And that's about it. Monitor your charge. And you're good to go. This one specifically, it's labeled 55 amps. From what I see, it does about 70 amps. And this charger came in at $129.99 for a 70 amp charger. Or even if you want to call it a 55 amp charger, that's still a really good deal, being that your average Noco G series, I think the 26 amp version comes in at $189.99. The other problem with the Noco chargers is if the battery is completely drained, it's dead. The Noco will not detect that it's connected to the charger's connected to a battery. It won't kick on. So you need something to initially kick the charger on. You need to add another 12 volt source in line just to kick the Noco on in the first place. That's also a problem with the Noco jump packs, the little lithium jump packs they sell. If you go out and your battery's completely dead and you need to jump the car, you connect it to the battery and it won't do anything. You have to hit it with another source of power to kick the charger on just to get the car to jump start. So for instance, with my Noco jump packs, I normally keep a 9 volt battery that has a positive and negative wire coming off of it to initiate the jump pack to come on to begin the actual process. But I mean, it's a very simple charger to use. These are not advertised as a lithium charger. These are not advertised in the audio world. These are actually advertised in the RV and camping industry. That's why they're not, I guess, as much money per se. They do the same exact thing, but at a fraction of the price. But like I mentioned, you just plug it in, you get your green light on, that means you're go. Personally, I would recommend you taking your multimeter and connecting to the leads here, or your leads to the charger here, and setting the charge that you want. For instance, I charge Lithium, so I want to be above 15 volts. I like to set it around 15.2. Here's your quick instructions. That is wrong because it is not a 4-stage. It is a 3-stage. Not actually sure why it says that, but that is incorrect. funnier, right here it says 3-stage charging. So you can see if you were in a 3-stage mode, you get your instantaneous boost to bring the battery up. Then it comes down, levels off, gives you a nice charge, and then once it's charged, it drops down into maintain. Kind of like a trickle charger. After it charges up, it goes down into maintain mode, so the battery is no longer charging, but it's also not losing charge. So you can also use it as a maintainer, let's call it. But like I said, I mean, there's just some quick troubleshooting if you did have any issues with it. There's a description there of, you know, how to set everything up. If you don't know how to set it up, I mean, it's pretty simple, like I said. But I mean, basically, you just get yourself some 4-gauge wire, connect your negative, connect your positive, run it to your bank, you got a charger. I mean, it doesn't even have to be just for lithium. You could use this to charge AGMs, you could use it to charge standard lead acid. You can also use it on your test bench to power up different 12-volt accessories. You can use it to test amplifiers, test head units. I've also seen people buy these and use them in either their house or their garage to run, say, a small amplifier and a car head unit for a, you know, like a quick do-it-yourself stereo in your garage. Got a head unit laying around, got a couple speakers, got an amp, put it together, permanently power it up with this, you're good to go. So, I mean, you know, it's just a quick review. I do highly recommend these Powermax chargers as they work. I haven't had any issues with any of them. This is probably the 3rd or 4th one I've had. Man, the first one I have is about 4 years old. Still works perfect. I use it on my test bench all the time. I just bought this one specifically to charge up the lithium banks that I'm running in my truck. That way I can set the voltage. I don't have to mess with it. I know it's set right at 15.2. I plug it in, I connect the leads, I'm charging. So if you need an inexpensive charger or an inexpensive power supply that is dependable, I do recommend the Powermax. Hopefully this saves you guys some money.